Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to work on a couple little filler joints here. DHW 6A, this block that fits right in there. So I've cut up 4 of them, one for each side and then 2 for each wing. Now what I've done is cut it to size, and if you look here, this distance is 2 1/4 inches. I've marked the middle of my little splice joint there, and I've got the spar there. Mark the middle here, and then gone ahead and looked at this, and should be just about 2 1/4 inches there. So I've got those cut. I'll put those in place for the left wing, and then also for the right wing. But then again, on the right wing, it's all backwards and upside down. So you have to measure it the other way. And again, 2 1/4 inches is going to line up right about there. Now the idea for this is to give a place where the wing will attach to the fuselage. So after this, we need to get a little piece of 1/16 ply on top of that, and then on top of that you're going to attach a chunk of metal, and almost looks like this little ruler, that will attach to the fuselage. So that's what we're doing today. We're just cutting up these little pieces, gluing them in place, and getting ready for the rest of the build. A couple things to keep in mind as I'm looking at this. It mentions a little block here. I'm not going to put that in, obviously, until the ribs are in place, because you have to slide the ribs over top of the spar. Now let's go down. We've got our instructions here, and take a look at this one. So the instructions here for DHW 5, this cross member, the instructions are garbage. Unless I'm missing something. I don't want to falsely accuse anyone of drawing up plans that are bad. Note that the DHW 5 strut attached blocks angle upward toward the tip from the designated point on the lower cap spar. Also note that the DH5W blocks are cut at an angle only on one end. Well, it sure looks like it comes from the lower cap spar, cut at an angle there, and it goes up to the upper cap spar. That sure looks like it's cut at an angle there as well. So this makes more sense than not having it cut at an angle at the other end. We'll look at that again. Note that the DH5 strut attached blocks angle upward toward the tip of the designated point on the lower cap spar. So at the lower cap spar is where you want to start from. That's how many inches it's going. That's where the strut attach is going to happen. So you start at the lower and you go up to the upper spar. Also note that the DHW5 blocks are cut at an angle only on one end. Carefully measure and cut the blocks so they fit snugly between the cap spars. Well, you got to cut at an angle at both ends, not on one end. So, just another thing where the plans, the instructions, and real life don't line up in any sort of imagination. Because if you put this over top of this, again, I said before, it measures 85 1/4 inches to this point. This point on the strut is about an inch off. So measure 85 1/4 inches on the strut. Don't put the strut over top of this and expect it to line up. because these plans are wrong. Don't listen to them. Listen to the actual measurement, not the way the plans are drawn. All right, I am going to continue.